Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're playing EU4 Dithmarschen. In chat, Yuxoxloxoli has decided to generously commit Sudoku because he is bad. We were looking at our generals and he's the worst general. Just the worst. 4-3, 3-3, the worst. We're gonna kill him and hire someone else. So the question is just, does he want to be reincarnated? He says, sure. Better to die with honor than to something. Than to just be, well, it was either die or just be like left out to pasture. Just never appointed to an army aside from maybe drilling. You don't want to retire an old man, right? You want to die on the battlefield. Chat wants to reincarnate. I mean, to be fair, he has donated like 1,000 subs or something, right? All right, how do we spell your name again? X. It's. I can't pronounce it. I can't even. Ixoxloxy. Ixoxloxy. YXOLLOX capital Y. Ixoxloxy. 5613. You're better now, but pretty low on the maneuver. Not as good at combat as Gouger. Still 3 siege pips. Adequate, but still probably not going to get used. I'm not going to use you for combat because you're not as good as Gouger, and I'm not going to use you for sieges because you lack the maneuver to fully reinforce disease outbreaks. Right? Do the math on this, right? Follow my math. If you're sieging something, let's say the enemy has 2% base attrition on sieges, and we suffer a disease outbreak, that's 7%. And you only have 1 maneuver pip, which means you can only reinforce 60%, which means on a disease outbreak tick, you can't fully reinforce. That's super impactful because did you know that if you fully reinforce a stack from less than full to full on a monthly tick, you don't pay the reinforcement cost in money. You do pay manpower, of course, but the cost to reinforce from, say, like 900 to 1,000 is X. But if you go from 900 exactly to 1,000, so you don't effectively suffer the attrition, then you don't pay it. So anyway, long story short, your 1 maneuver pip is real bad. So I won't use you for sieges. I'll use someone else. I'll use Lime or Joachim Fresi. We are blessed, apparently. Yeah, we are pretty blessed. We're pretty freaking awesome. All right, let's get started on this siege. I mean, I'm kind of distracted by this war. I don't really need to focus on this war, do I? Need to focus on the other war. Oh, hey, it's the Age of Reformation. That's just begun. Cool, neat, fun. We can do a click. The Blasphemy Act. Tolerance of heretics is fine. Sounds good. Sounds great. We're focused mill. We have too many military points. We have a lot of diplo points saved up, but we're super far away from being able to take admin tech. We're definitely doing a diplomatic idea group next. Honestly, I think we probably just focus dip now because if I had to choose a monarch point to have too much of, it would probably be dip. Because Diplo development's the best. Gives you the most money. Although there's nothing wrong with excess mill clicks, because then you can do lots of manpower. We need to do some development soon. We are quite rich. We are very rich. We still field 11 Merc infantry, and yet we're making a lot-ish. Not a lot-ish that I'd like. I'd like 30 to 40% gross to net, but this is okay. So we're gonna send this stack over onto here. Let's get, how embarrassing is it that, like, I don't want to use either of you two? Why couldn't you have just rolled a little bit better, you know? What the hell, man? Hey, Faith's Bastion. Morale of armies +5. Yeah, let's take that, sure. Because, you know, we don't have enough morale. 6.06 versus Burgundy's 4.14. Alright, let's make sure we're maxed out on relations with people we care about. And, we got caught spying on Burgundy a while back. Let's, re-up our spy network on Denmark. Okay, so Burgundy's actually trying to threaten one of our forts, which is real annoying. We just need to, like, siege down all this stuff. Let's get this fort transferred to Switzerland. The sack of Chambéry. We've taken down Savoy. Savoy! Army professionalism or 210 ducats, 40 military points. 29 development sack. So, I think professionalism is more valuable to us right now. However, I really enjoy sacking countries. I just think it's great. 40 military points, I mean, it's a 10% professionalism decision here, right? Because it's either lose 5 or gain 5. I mean, we could go in the middle, but I think we'll take the 5% professionalism in this case. We get this transfer to Switzerland for the defensiveness. Get that army merged. Let's just get Vaud transferred back to Switzerland as well. Okay, so artillery-wise, we've got too many here. This is only level 1 fort. Let's pull a cav, an infantry, and we'll pull that many more forward. Help out with the siege of Barroy. And this is one of the reasons. I know I've kind of harked on this, but I just want to get on my soapbox for just a moment, if you don't mind. People will constantly debate with me about why offensive is not as good as defensive, or as good as quality, or whatever. They'll say, oh, quantity's the best. And my argument is almost always, quantity doesn't win wars. As evidenced by the fact that you just hire mercs. What wins wars? Sieges. We have 13-day siege ticks. They have 43-day siege ticks. We siege 3 times as fast as they do. That means that, like, we just win. This wins wars. Right? That's me on my soapbox. We don't even have to fight them. We can ignore their army. And one of the primary advantages to that is that if you win, if I can full occupy him while he's distracted on his siege and paying for his entire army, suddenly he has no income and he is going to go into debt. When he goes into debt, he'll go bankrupt. I can drive him bankrupt because of this siege ability stacking. Need to do something about this monarch point situation. Barrois has done a thing. Let's go reinforce that siege, which he's oddly doing with a 003 stack with no leader. Interesting decision making there. AI gonna AI, right? You no longer get free war taxes, sad times. Hopefully make it in time. Even if we don't, doesn't matter. Because we're the fastest at sieges ever. And he broke his siege, because he's an idiot. And he's gonna turn right around now and try to go siege it out again. Alright, so that's 99 war score against Burgundy. We should probably peace out. Actually, I'm not sure. I think the Burgundian inheritance can't fire already. I think it's already too late for that. Let's get this this province transferred back to us. We've got claims on these two. Hopefully we got room for this, aggressive expansion-wise. No, we don't. That's unfortunate. Well, this one's not part of the Empire. Yeah, they're both pretty good provinces. We're actually pretty close. Pretty close. Being able to do this. If we had max prestige, maybe. We can also improve relations with some of the countries for a little bit, but... maybe, let's just take a look at the dev situation. Maybe we could just take a province we don't have a claim on. Calais is only 13. It does have a natural harbor. So, that's tempting. Maybe we can take that without the claim. Nope. I mean, we're already... Damn, we're already looking at a coalition with just Antwerpen. Here you can see the difference. So Vlaanderen is 19 dev, this is 19 dev. We've talked before about how aggressive expansion is calculated and how there's an additive 50% aggressive expansion multiplier when taking land inside the HRE, and it's pretty evident right here. If you take 19 dev outside the Empire, it's 27. 19 dev inside the Empire, it's 40. 27 times 1.5 is going to add 13, which takes you to 40. So there's that multiplier. So maybe we just take the land that's outside the Empire. I mean, if we're going to take 40 AE, I'd rather have 2 provinces than 1. Although this fort was kind of part of my plan. I wanted that fort. What about this? Is it possible for us to force vassalize Brabant? Probably not. Yes, I didn't think so. Stupid aggressive expansion. We need more aggressive expansion reduction. Well, the thing is, if we peace out for these aren't part of the Empire, so we could actually do this different. We could peace out with Savoy now. The whole reason I declared the war was actually to hide the coring. But if I peace out with Savoy now, I can get a bunch of prestige, which might be enough to allow me to take these 2. Take espionage? Not gonna happen. No way. I think we return this core, and then I think we farm prestige from this guy. We'll need to siege him out a little bit more. Arumba, don't you need Breda for the Netherlands? I'm not really worried about Breda. I'm not worried about forming the Dutch nation just yet, because if we do this, we do need Breda, yes, but if we do that, we're not going to be able to get the Dithmarschen achievement. We need to be Dithmarschen when we do this. So we still need to kill Denmark. We're not going to form the Netherlands, like, on time. We're also real close to the point cap. Like, technically, we have 2 months. Can I release someone from Brabant to make them... I doubt that. Brabant, I think, is just, yeah, just the land that he has. Could theoretically kick out Flanders, but Flanders is going to be too high dev, I think, to allow us to peacefully vassalize. The benefits to us to, like, release nations is real small. It is a rival, so the cost for diplo points is pretty low. Flanders is just 2 provinces. 39 dev, outside the Empire. He'd be Catholic. I don't think he'd let us peacefully vassalize him. We're too small, we're not strong enough to peacefully vassalize people. So... I think I'm gonna do my gut tells me the right call is to peace out Savoy for prestige and then try to take Calais and Vlaanderen right now. I want these 2 estuaries, these 2 harbors. The French are loyal, they're friendly now. We can already support their independence. We want to do that, and I think the next war is going to be against Denmark. So that's why we're spying on him again. We can also take the tech early if we want to really punch above our weight against Denmark. Denmark's on tech 9, we can be on tech 10. Castile's on tech 9, Naples is on tech 8. France is on tech 9. Yeah, I mean, one peace out is not going to be enough. If there was another country we could declare a quick, easy war on, for more prestige, I'd like to do that. That's a free city, so we can't stack him. We do have claim on Brunswick. Brunswick is allied to Bohemia, Lundberg, and our ally. Looks like we need to refabricate, unless our subjects have been loyal and helpful and actually fabricated on people for us. Looks like we have a claim on Ravensburg, but he's a free city. I'm not seeing an easy war. We can't fabricate claims bordering claims anymore, so we can't fabricate down here, we can't fabricate in here. Our options are kind of limited at the moment. Probably Brunswick's the easiest war. It does make us fight our ally, but we could also stop our ally from taking Overstick that way. What about Utrecht? We have a truce with Utrecht. He was actually in this war. When we declared war on Burgundy, we had a separate peace him. Now, I think I'm just gonna go with my gut. Maybe we want to switch one of our military church power things to yearly prestige. It's only 0.5, but that would help out, getting us a little bit higher. Alright, so let's take a look at who's going to be the most problematic. If I take these two, we've got Utrecht with a truce, Württemberg, Austria. We don't want to have in the lead in the thing. It's really just Austria that's actually kind of strong. Austria's our rival though, so he'll be pretty much impossible to please. Just thinking out loud right now. I'm gonna improve with Saxony, Hesse, Liège. Saxony. Hesse is real small, but I wouldn't mind seeing this guy get bankrupted. Get this transferred back to Switzerland while we're waiting on peace. We're apparently not going to take that land for ourselves anyway. Okay, so we didn't miss any monarch points there. I calculated that. We were going to end up at exactly 999. Don't freak out, but we do need to do some development. Unfortunately, the burghers are still mad because we had to revoke a province from them the other day. We could, theoretically, if we don't want to become a monarchy yet, we could spend some monarch points strengthening government. I'm not actually 100% sold on this guy being the guy that we transitioned with, but considering that we're Protestant, we can't become the emperor yet. So I guess we don't need to devolve. We just need to make sure we're a monarchy by the time the League War concludes, so that we can become the emperor. So I suppose a little bit. Roll generals, we could do that too. That's an option. Get our professionalism up a little bit higher. Professionalism does help out with siege ability stacking. I mean, we're already at 4 out of 4, so I'd have to kill people. I'm not going to pay to be over the limit. I think I'd rather do Republican tradition right now. I'm going to do just a couple clicks here. And then when it comes to the Diplo points, I still also don't want to do Dev. I think we will do just a little bit of mercantilism. That'll buy us a little bit of time. And since we're going to apparently be waiting at least until the next January tick, let's find the land that is the least protected by forts and devastate the shit out of it, because we're mean. So this node, we can do both. Yeah, let's devastate him. Stop devastating me, Brabant. Why are you doing this? Did you do a wall breach? He did barrage. Let's see if we can scare him. On the next monthly tick, we're gonna group our armies up and then just go next to him. And that might be enough to trigger him to just break his siege. We could also just fight him. A lot of times people will ask me like why aren't you just fighting them, right? We're stronger. The reason why I don't want to fight him is because he's paying for this army. Right now, his income's 5 ducats. And he's paying for 30,000 troops. So he's probably going into debt. And the longer I leave that army intact, he's already got 4 loans, the more likely he is to go bankrupt. If he goes bankrupt, then there's a lot of positive side effects. The rebels will all enforce demands, which raises autonomy. Autonomy being high reduces the war score costs of the provinces. Other countries will swoop in and destroy the land, which transfers into higher autonomy, which is reduced war score cost. It's just good for me if he goes bankrupt, so why fight him if I don't need to, basically. He's devastating this land, sure, but this is also land that I don't plan to take. So I don't really care if he does that. Okay, with Savoy, I want more from him. But he's being sieged right now by Milan. So we don't need to worry about it too much. I think we'll just stick to devastating Burgundy. Utrecht seeds oversticked. Seems fine. The Seal just declared war on Siena. They're actually going for the... They're going for the land in Italy. Look at this poor guy with his 36-day siege ticks. What a loser. Peace offer from Savoy? No. And the thing that's kind of hilarious to me about this is that, let's say he actually wins this siege. Watch how ridiculously easy it is for us to come back in and take it from him. Like, ridiculously easy. And then he'll have to sit there for another 6 months trying to take it. People don't want to be conscripted. That's fine. Really don't care. Oh no, he took the fort from us! What are we gonna do? We have 12-day siege ticks. I'm not even spying on him very much right now. Disease outbreak's pretty unfortunate. It's one drawback to super... God damn it. Super fast siege ticks can really screw you over if you've got bad luck with lots of disease outbreaks. 3 disease outbreaks? What the... It's outrageous! Alright, are you bankrupt yet, Burgundy? Still hasn't taken out more loans. That fort fell to one of our subjects. Get that transferred to Switzerland. This guy's like basically ready to peace out, it looks like. The fact that we're on very hard does change the math a little bit on when he's going to be willing, like when he'll actually go bankrupt. So let's just take this. This is fine. So we get 10 prestige out of it. That's probably not enough. 39 aggressive expansion now to take the 2 provinces. Looks like we're waiting for one more January tick. Should do it. Still need to improve with Saxony more. And I guess we'll try with like mines or something for a little bit. We can send gifts as well. Okay, I'm gonna take a short break here. I need to get some water and stuff, so I'll be back in the next episode if you're watching this on YouTube. Otherwise, I'll see you in just a second.